Number 228 in the Imprint range is Not One Less, directed by Zhang Yimou, released in 1999, which, to be honest, has to go down as one of the best years of film ever. And this is a wonderful tale of a rural Chinese school. There is one class where teacher Gao is having to go to visit his mother who's dying. He's going away for a month. The mayor has managed to get a substitute. I giggle at that one because it's a 13-year-old girl from a nearby village who's the only person that's willing to come and help. They have a deal where they're going to pay her $50 for doing this. Teacher Gao speaks to her just before he leaves and says he'll pay her an extra 10 if she makes sure that all the pupils are there when he comes back. And we have this group of students, we have this young woman who is not prepared at all to look after these kids or teach them and struggles to come to terms with that. And we kind of get this, it becomes heartwarming sequences of her coming to terms with having to be the person everybody's looking up to deal with the more rowdy students, to start to get everybody to toe the line, even though the mayor kind of dips in now and again to make sure everything's okay. And the whole kind of crux of the film is when a young boy, Zhang Yimou, gets taken to the big city and she has lost someone. She needs to get him back. So she travels to the big city trying to find them. And you have this wonderful juxtaposition of the rural towns, the people all working together just to survive, trying to teach as a group and as a community with no help from anyone, as she moves to the big city where people aren't as friendly. They don't help each other, they ignore each other. There is a plight of homelessness, people struggling to eat, and we watch young Wei as she tries to find Zhang and get him back to the school. And just the trials and tribulations of going through this is so wonderfully effective. It gets close to becoming propaganda at certain points, but Zhang Yimou manages to pull it back, and it becomes an indictment on the Chinese government and the way they look at teaching facilities for these rural towns, which I really enjoyed. But the young journey of Wei is just terrific, from reluctantly trying to look after the kids to becoming so invested that she will do anything to try and find them, and getting to the big city and constantly making mistakes, constantly being taken advantage of, and just learning harsh life lessons all the way through this was truly wonderful. From that barren landscape photography of browns and golds at the start into the busy bustling city where there is multicolour of things going on, as we see young Wei getting lost in amongst the multitudes of people in this city. I was captivated, riveted by this one. By the time she ends up on the news report at the end, it becomes an emotional impact. I really enjoyed Not One Less more than I thought I was going to. It's a marvel to how good Zhang Yimou is as a director, because you can see the strings where it is pulling all the emotions from the viewer. But I just don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm enjoying being manipulated in that way, being highlighted something that needs attention and needs to be corrected at some point, and being emotionally twisted through the acts of the filmmaker and how he makes me feel watching this. It's a feel-good film. It's a rousing, easy to watch tale. 106 minutes, flies by. I was so invested in the journey and was hoping young Wei was going to make it out of that city in one piece as well. Terrific. So there we have it. Not One Less was terrific. Another winner from Zhang Yimou, a man who can seem to do no wrong in my eyes, it seems. I would love to know your thoughts on Not One Less if you've seen it, whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. Let me know in the comment box below. There's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, membership programme and manvfilm.com. All ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.